Hi everybody, Big Jim here with another weekly update. Today's July 18th, Sunday. Just kind of finished looking over the numbers for the little over the first half of the month of July, and here's the current standings after Sunday. Bill Spergassi in the Pleasanton store has sales over $92,000. I mean, just incredible for only the first 18 days of the month. And what's really amazing is he's written more than most of the S&G stores by himself. So way to go, Bill. Keep up the pace. I hope you collect all the chips and the bonus and the whole bit. So great job there. Just phenomenal. Miss Margot in the Rancho store, sales over $43,000. Mike Owings down in Almaden, sales over $38,000. And Karen, also in the Almaden store, with sales over $36,000. So top four riders, way to go, guys. I know you're working hard. Few things that I wanted to make you aware of. I'm sure you all know by now that the transition is underway in the Home Depot store, where they're not going to be carrying Stainmaster carpets anymore. They've kind of like had a dispute with Invista, the company that owns Stainmaster, and Home Depot is in the process of pulling all their Stainmaster carpets out. What they're going to do instead, and you've already started to see some of the racks come into place, they cut a deal with Martha Stewart. So they're not only going to have Martha Stewart paint and Martha Stewart furnishing and hoses and things like that, they're also going to have the Martha Stewart carpet collection, which basically, for what I'm being told from our suppliers, is a combination of Mohawk, Shaw, Beaulieu, Tough Tech, some of the different mills like that, where they're basically just paying Martha Stewart a royalty to use her name to advertise the Martha Stewart collection, but it's just the everyday carpet that you would find in any carpeting store. So, and from what I understand, the warranties are not all that great either. So, just wanted to make you aware that you're not going to see Stainmaster products coming from Home Depot, but you will see people coming in asking about the Martha Stewart carpet. And again, this is a deal that Home Depot cut directly with Martha Stewart to use her branding or her name. Okay? What else we have? Oh, something new that your store managers are in the process of kicking off, and that's our new realtor program. We do business with all the stores, do business with a number of different realtors, and we were kind of like, brainstorming on ways to increase our business or how to grow S&G, the word of S&G, or get more referrals, and the realtors just seemed like a perfect and a natural thing for us to do. I'm sure all of you have your 1 or 2 or 3 realtors that you currently work with on a monthly basis. Well, the object is to get in front of more realtors, or have our current realtor base refer us to other realtors that work in their office, or try to network to other realtors that are up and coming, or try to meet with some of the top 50 realtors in each area to kind of get them referring S&G. So what we've done, I've kind of brainstormed with the store managers. They have a list of instructions to follow. So this being basically the first week that they're kicking it off, as employees, basically what we're asking everyone to do is write down any of their current realtor base, or any realtors that you've used personally or know personally, someone that you feel comfortable calling and saying, hey, Joe Smith Realtor, I know you refer us all the time, and we were wondering what we could do to get some of the other people in your office referring us, things like that. So that's kind of one avenue, going through the current realtors that we know personally, that we've used, like a realtor. I just sold my house a few months ago, so I'll be contacting him to get in good with him and his other Coldwell Banker realtors. So it's realtors, again, that you know personally, as well as realtors that are currently using us. That's one avenue we're going to go with. The other avenue is we're going to identify the top 50 realtors in each marketplace and target them directly by trying to set up personalized meetings. And the other avenue will be kind of hitting monthly realtor meetings in general in large areas, where a lot of the newer realtors go and try to network. So it'll be kind of a 3-step approach. But the first step that we're currently working on and most interested today is the realtors that you currently know and doing business. So do me a favor, write down all the realtors that you have that you'd be willing for us to contact, and give them to your store managers. And that should be done by the end of this week. So we're going to make a push and start launching this, because a lot of homes are being sold and we want to get into more homes. So the realtor program, big step for us. I'm asking for your commitment, your involvement. and help it make a success. I mean, be excited about it. And there are things that we will be doing for the realtors that your current store managers will explain the program to you and the benefit to the realtor by referring us. So it is kind of a win-win on both sides. A win for us, where that obviously we'll get more referrals and be able to make customers happy, but also things that we're going to be doing for the realtor personally, help market them a little bit more and maybe get referrals for them, as well as pricing concessions and things like that. So the store manager should be in touch with all of you, trying to kick that off. What else do we have going? Along with the realtor program, we're going to be reaching out to different contractors, in particular restoration companies. Restoration companies do a lot of insurance work, so we're going to try to get into that field, as well as termite companies, as well as builders and general remodeling contractors. So you'll be getting lists from your store managers, and you're going to be expected to call and solicit their business, and they're going to be given actually a call sheet, and we're going to be looking for the notes so we can kind of keep track of who we called, what the response was, so we can continue to follow up and maybe even do personal meet and greets, things like that. So look forward to that. Okay, so that's kind of what's new and exciting. New carpet samples will be going out of the warehouse this week, so look for those to be up in the next week or so. I think there's a total of 12 new racks coming out. So kind of a major rollout, if you will. So we're pretty excited about some of those. And again, as I said last week, it's a variation along the whole scope. I think it starts with identities. There's some Eclairs, Chateaus, a couple Lifetime series, and some Trish Camaras. So it's kind of like you know, a little added bonus to all the carpet lines that we carry. So okay, hey, in reviewing a little bit from the last couple weeks, we had talked about from our Romancing Your Customer book, kind of our sales grail here, or guide. Over the last couple of weeks, we've talked about the laws of influence and why they're important. Again, we talked about the law of investment, the law of reciprocity, kind of where I do for you, so you'll do for me. The law of social acceptance, talking about the size of S&G, or how we have what the top selling products are. People, you know, make a lot of choices based on what other people are doing. Okay, they want to be what they want to have, what the new and hip product is. They want to buy where everybody else buys. The law of social acceptance. And the new one we're going to talk about today is the law of authority, which is one that each one of you individually should take pride in trying to improve your knowledge and how competent you are as a salesperson. Okay, and that means doing a lot of your own homework or your own research. You know, the internet has a ton of information, a ton of pictures, how-tos, things like that. Talking to the installers, talking to your fellow salespeople, talking to the salesmen that come in. Boy, being an authority on a product goes a long way. And it's not that you want to show off to the consumer and tell them everything that you know about a product, but what you need to be able to do is lead them or make them feel comfortable where they can ask you the questions and you have the proper answers. Okay, it came up the other day. I was in the Rancho store, and a lady asked a question about the hardness of different species of wood, and she was like, she was actually kind of a little snappy. It was a new salesperson, and she made a comment about walnut being harder than maple, and I guess kind of overheard it, and she was kind of like, well, boy, you should know that, being that you're selling floors. And it's kind of like something that the salesperson was caught off guard. She didn't know, but she went and got her the information. But again, it is something that when a customer asks a question or states a fact and they're looking for verification, if you have the product knowledge and you know what it is, you can look like an expert. Okay? When you kind of have to go and ask or slink away sometimes, it leaves a little bit of a shadow of a doubt in the customer's mind. So the law of authority is a big one. We've only got a couple more to go over. Again, the law of investment was getting people to help make the decision, asking them the questions, and then showing them product and telling them why that product will work for them. The law of reciprocity, again, you do a favor for me, I spend my time with you. I give you a bottle of water. I did a beautiful job in your house, therefore you're going to be willing to send me referrals. I do for you, so therefore you do for me. The law of authority, like we just spoke about, being an expert. So, and the other one was the law of social acceptance, S&G being the 37th largest. So I'm out of time, but hey, everybody have a great week. Take care. Let's make this a real strong finish to the month of July. Thanks for your hard work, everybody. Bye-bye.